Hello there, my lovelies. Welcome back. I'm back-ish, vaguely, not really. I just kind of felt like chilling out, talking, yapping, doing a get ready with me at 5 in the evening, and you might be wondering, well, where is the sunlight? The sunlight is gone. Why? Because I live in Alaska, and Alaska does not give you sunlight. So, you can probably tell I very hastily removed my makeup. There's still like mascara places, and I just applied some moisturizer to make my face not look horrible. But I figured we could do get ready with me and we could just chat about life recently, specifically like the restaurant business and going down on my antidepressants and how I found that has made me more creative, which I'm not happy about it, but I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, why can't I be creative while on my medications? I'm still on them. I've just gone down and it was actually an accident, but we will get into that later. So, to start, if you know, you know, I hate this primer. I don't actually think I've used it at all very much recently. It's the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer, and I hate it. I really, really hate it. Like, it's not good. I think it's sticky. It makes my makeup like not blend properly, and I'm hoping maybe if I mix it in with my moisturizer and I let it set and kind of mix in while I do my eye makeup, it'll behave. But who actually knows? Also, excuse this eye. I'm sick. And I don't know. I don't know if anyone else gets this, but when I'm sick, I feel like my eyelids and like my tear ducts, they just get like clogged up. I don't want to say 100%, but I believe I learned in A&P that like the sinuses and like the tear ducts are connected somehow, so maybe that has something to do with it. Don't quote me on that though, because I could be remembering that wrong, but I do want to say they are, so who knows. It's all put in. I probably won't be chatting a lot, and if you can hear my dog, she is chewing on her bone. Kind of trying to decide which eyeshadow palettes I want to use. I did get two Alter Ego palettes finally. I'm very excited about this, and ColourPop. I've tried two new brands since we have last spoken, and I like both of them. The Mist Haven, I feel like it's more work appropriate. I will say this gel liner, that is the best gel liner I've ever used. I had a complete and total mental breakdown doing an expo shift, and it did not budge. Or I could do the Wildflower. I've only done one look with this, and I kind of want to play around with like blues and greens maybe a little bit. I don't know, maybe some yellows? I really don't know. Maybe we could do like a yellow neutral look and then a blue liner. That could be fun. Let's do that. So what should we start with? Well, let's start with kind of just where I've been. So for those of you who don't know, I don't think I've actually posted since I was like in high school. I graduated. It was great, amazing, a year early, and since then I have been working like the restaurant equivalent of full-time. I've been working full-time for probably like 6 months now in a restaurant. It's very draining, very tiring, and I don't know. I haven't had time to film because when I'm home, my family members are home, and I don't really want them to know I have this channel. It's like nothing personal against them. I just like to have my spaces where I can chat and I can talk and I can be authentically me, if that makes any sense. I'm hoping it does. It should make sense. I think if you have ever been maybe a teenager who doesn't fit their parents' exact ideals, you know what I'm talking about. And so I've kind of I haven't been on here, and I also feel like maybe I just haven't needed this space because I've had my restaurant, and I work on Olive Garden, and Olive Garden's motto, if you know, is we're all family here. It doesn't oftentimes feel like it when you're an employee, let me tell you that. I don't think anyone is more miserable than Olive Garden employees. Maybe there are, I don't know. Olive Garden just has a lot of company like standards and mottos that a lot of the employees do not really like. For one, servers are only assigned 3 tables per section, and they don't like that. And the reason why we do this is the endless soup salad and breadsticks. It allows for them to have more one-on-one time with their guests. And oftentimes soup salad and breadsticks, it's the cheapest thing on our menu. We will live, well, we'll get into the second part too. So you don't guys have tips, and we also, our location is right next to a military base. And I don't know if it's just this military base, like just in Alaska, military people don't tip well. I don't know what it is about them, they don't. And I know some of them are really young and they have families, but at the same time, like, they're really young ones who are still like living in the barracks, but you don't got housing expenses, you don't got healthcare. We do. You can tip $5. I mean, like, on a soup salad and breadsticks, it's not even that, because 20%, it's like $4 on the dinner size, and it's oftentimes lunch that they do, because lunch is, where is my BYOP? The lunch is $12.49, I believe. I can't believe that I know all these things, but I've been working on just kind of being myself at work. It's been working very well. I've come out to most of my coworkers. They are all very supportive, and I just like them. I love my job. With my coworkers, it does feel like we're all family. With my bosses, not so much. We recently had 2 of our managers quit within the exact same month. Them had valid excuses. The other, I'm not going to lie, is kind of a narcissist and could not take any responsibility. And so when people started to put heat on him, he quit. And that's just kind of, I saw it coming. He was like, I want to be with the company for 40 years, you know, retire here. And I'm not saying I saw him quitting, but I kind of did. I never really believe anyone when they say they want to be with Olive Garden for 40 years. I'll stay with my job until my other careers take off. For those of you who don't know, I broke my knee like about a year ago, and my sister was pregnant at the time, and so my mom just kind of never took me into the doctor's office for a broken knee. Like, it wasn't super bad. I could still walk on it, kinda. And so my mom was like, you know, my mom's chronically ill too, so she never really took me into the doctors for this broken knee. And yeah, long story short, I have permanent damage to my knee, and the degree I was going to get was sports education. And for one, I was really depressed and I didn't want to go down for that. And for another, I've kind of realized I literally cannot do sports, like sports sciences, because a lot of the classes are, you are the training dummy. And I can't weightlift anymore with my knee, and it really sucks because I loved weightlifting, I loved all that sort of stuff, and it wasn't worth it. I was also going to be on their cheer team, which I was really looking forward to. I have always done gymnastics, and my best skill has always been floor and tumbling and just kind of like dance and choreography. I love that stuff. I would love to get into like low impact artistic dance, and incorporating a little bit of acrobatics into it could be like, I don't know. I think I want to do that a little bit in my free time. I ended up not going down to college, and I wasn't like the most upset about it. I don't know. I wasn't happy. And breaking my knee also messed with my body image issues because I couldn't work out as much. And I was going to use my sports education, well, not education, but sciences degree to go into dietetics, go to dietetic school, and I was going to minor in not philosophy, psychology, and I was going to work with athletes who have eating disorders because I have come from the background. And I felt like I wasn't in a place to preach. You know, I would be like the choir preaching. Like, I'm the person with all of these problems. And actually, not the choir, it would be like the congregation preaching. I just felt like I wasn't in a place to become a dietitian and talk to people with eating disorders because I was that person. So I chose not to go down to college and just to focus on my job. And I like my job, I really, really do. And I also focused on my writing. I still am focusing on my writing. As always, my books are linked down below. They always are. I have two links for you now. One is the Happy Accents series, and the other is the Assassin Tales series. I love Blackout. It's like my pet project, my favorite project of them all. Actually, that's my theology writings that y'all might never ever see, but I don't know. I love my books. I love writing, and that's something I eventually want to do with my life. So that is what I am focusing on now, and I'm really excited about that because I am moving out of my parents' house. So excited for this. I'm getting an apartment with two of my coworkers. So excited, even though one of them does not seem to be as excited as the rest of us. We are planning on having like game nights and movie nights and actual holidays, stuff like that, actual family dinners. I keep trying to like explain this to my family members. I'm like, guys, I'm not leaving because I hate y'all. I'm leaving because like, I'm sorry, we spend too much time together. Like, we live together. It's been too long. Like, y'all can't look at me and tell me you don't want some space. Jesus. My parents aren't like, my dad's not the happiest. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad, but at the same time, I don't know if you're still homophobic or not. You can't tell I did slightly leave the Mormon church because I don't agree with like their whole like marriage doctrine, what's it called? Family covenant, a covenant to the family, a declaration to, I don't remember what's called. We somehow still have it hanging on our like wall, even though we have not attended a Mormon church in years. And no one in this household still identifies as Mormon. Well, maybe my oldest brother, but even then, homeboy has not attended church in forever. I'm convinced he's just like a connections Mormon. He is Mormon because he wants the connections. For Ben Mormon, you know, like, at least in my ward, there was so much nepotism. It was like, oh, you need a job? I know a guy who's looking to hire. I can get you a job. Hi, baby. Do you want outside? Okay. I gotta let her out. Since he's still Mormon for the connections. Just my ward. Something about churches. It depends on the ward. I know some wards, like in Mormonism, where apparently they're like super liberal, and if you're gay, that's fine. That was not my ward. I am in Alaska. And if you don't know, Alaska is a purple state, but it does oftentimes swing more to the right. Alaskans, we are libertarians very much. We don't like the United States government. And it's just kind of a thing in our culture that you will see with a lot of Alaskans is they really respect the idea of state government controlling what people do and do not do. And so like up here, weed is legal. Abortion before 16 weeks is protected. It's just a thing. Like, Alaskans really, truly, they don't like the idea of someone else controlling them, and especially not the United States federal government. I don't know what it is about us. We don't like the US government for some reason. It's kind of been in talks of a lot of people would actually support, up here at least, Alaska separating from the US. Financially, we could not make that happen. We rely a lot on the US financially. It's a very expensive place to live. So expensive. Oh my god, my 2-bedroom apartment is $1,500 a month, which is why I have 2 roommates. Food prices are outlandish. Yeah, no, it's not a cheap place to live, and we kind of rely on like connections down south with oil for a lot of our money. It's another thing. We love our oil. We don't want anyone to take it away from us, even though I believe it's time to move past it, and we have so much ocean. Like, you know, like a lot of our land is coastland. We can do stuff like hydro energy, but what do I know? Science just isn't quite there. And people are like, well, the science isn't there. And I'm like, why isn't the science there? Because y'all aren't funding it. Because y'all just keep on funding oil. Anyways, I stand by ConocoPhillips. Should totally look into that because that's another place we love. We love ConocoPhillips up here. Sponsor everything. ConocoPhillips is like, ConocoPhillips is basically like the government up here. They sponsor so many things, like a bunch of the races, a bunch of just events, sponsored by ConocoPhillips. A lot of the like people who come up here on tour, sponsored by ConocoPhillips. It's actually kind of strange. I'm not gonna lie. And then a lot of the people who are up here are like, don't trust big corporations. I'm like, ConocoPhillips runs this state. What are you talking about? It's funny. I'm sorry. I find it funny. Maybe shouldn't find it funny, but I do. I really, really do. Ooh, that's so pretty. Yeah, sorry. I'm just playing around. This might not turn out the greatest, but it will turn out somehow. Who knows? What am I even yapping about? But yeah, I'm also getting an apartment. I'm so excited for that. I'm gonna be moving out of my parents' house, and I'll be able to hopefully film some more because my roommates probably won't mind. Like, one of them is legit sleeping on the couch. Moving out together. I'm so excited. We're gonna do like an earthy theme. With my concealer, it's probably the same concealer. It's the concealer I always use. It's the e.l.f. camo with the black lid. I think this is like the, I can never remember if it's, I think it's the matte finish, I want to say. I don't know. I'll link what I can below. So excited for this. And then I'm gonna like really dive into like publishing and books and everything too. I want to do like live streams on my Instagram, like of like study / writing sessions after work, because I'm gonna need it because I'm gonna be working even more. I also want to do like an Etsy shop. Just kind of like, I like to craft, but I hate having stuff that I create. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like that like sounds like I think like I make like low quality stuff. I don't. I think I make very nice stuff. I think I'm very talented with my hands, and like I think the stuff I create is very nice, but I don't like having clutter. I don't like having junk. I know it looks like I do. Ignore the popcorn bowl. Oh my god, I swear that's not that old. And it's like, it's popcorn. I was watching a movie the other night. And like the hat, I know it doesn't look it, but I swear it is. This is another thing. I wanna do like a really cute background in my room, in my new apartment. And yeah, it's like, maybe not like decided we got it, but I sent in all the stuff, and yeah, I'm excited. I will talk to my roommate probably Friday. Her boyfriend doesn't know that she's dumping him and moving out yet though, so we can't really talk about this stuff. I'm going to be doing more videos, more get ready with me's, because I love get ready with me's. I cannot wait to do more. And like, I'm kind of to that point where it's like, I don't even care if I get like 10 views on a get ready with me, because get ready with me's are not the most popular content or anything, but they're fun to do. I don't like, I know I maybe should care about how many views I'm getting, because like views are money, but at the same time I'm not monetized. Or I guess views are proximity to monetization. Put my powder foundation, like I broke it all up and I put it in this powder container. I kind of like it. I now have like 4 powders and stuff mixed together in this like little concoction. 2 of them are the same formula. They're just different shades, and one of them really fit me, and so I franked it to into the other one, and then it like shattered, and so I took what I could. That is one thing. The e.l.f. camo powder foundation, you cannot repress that. It will just like powder apart, break, die, shatter, become deceased. Like, it will not survive if you repress it. So if it's broken, it up the rest of the way and put it in like an old powder container that you say that. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about with the apartment is that I have a dog and she was attacked by another dog. And sometimes she has not been good with other dogs. So I have to introduce her to my roommate's dog. And I'm like, this is going to be like not fun. But hopes and prayers. Really, really hoping we get this apartment. Really, really hoping. I don't know. Some of them, like, I make the most money out of all of us, and I don't make a lot. So who knows? And like, my restaurant is cutting back on hours, which really sucks. So I'm scared. I'm really, really scared because I don't know. I honestly think if my roommate does like end up, like, if we don't get it, I'm gonna talk to one of the roommates and be like, hey girl, why don't you move in with me? Like, into my parents' house, into our basement. Like, because my parents have talked about like converting our basement, and I think maybe if we do that, I might talk to them and be like, hey, can we rent it from you? Like, just me and one of them, not the dude. They don't like that one of my roommates is a dude. To be fair, the dude's girlfriend doesn't like that he's moving in with 2 girls, and then I don't actually know if it's still his girlfriend. I stopped concerning myself with that situation. I was like, I'm sorry. You're a chill dude, but I can't do that much drama. I swear, it's just, ugh, it's so much drama. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't be friends with girls. So much drama, dude. I can't be friends with guys. It's like, oh my god. So much drama. This one is weird drama too. Like, why? It's drama where I was like, why would you even tell me that? Like, drama that concerns me. I don't want to know drama that concerns me. Like, I try to avoid drama that concerns yours truly. Not, like, I'm chill if I'm in drama. I just don't want to know if I'm in drama. Does that make sense? I feel like that kind of doesn't make sense. Like, if I'm in drama, don't tell me I'm in drama. I don't want to know that I'm in drama. I don't want to think about the fact that I'm in drama. I don't, like, I know that's weird, but I don't know. Works for me. Running out of things to talk about, like, that aren't my restaurant. In my defense, I really love my job, and I love the restaurant I work at. Like, we're definitely not family. They definitely don't treat you like family. But you know what they do treat you like? They treat you like friends. Yeah. Like, it's not family. It's a different vibe than family. Like, I know they say, oh, we're all family here. No, it's friends. It's co-workers. We are smack talking our bosses. And then they come up and they're like, we love you. We love you so much. Yeah, no, and there's a lot of petty drama that happens there. Just like, just be my new thing. Like, just ramble about whatever is on my mind. Anyway, I don't know. I've been feeling like very uninspired recently. I did go off of my antidepressants, like not completely, but just like down on my dosage. Sorry if this is like gross to watch. Me applying my Waterline eyeshadow. I'm sorry. I did go like down on my dosage though, just because, well, my pharmacy would not refill the full dosage. I got my prescription because I didn't need it. They got it ready like 2 weeks too early, and they always do this, so I've been trying to like slowly back it up, and that's like, well, it's here now, so might as well get it. And then they're like, they didn't tell me, they're like, it was my last day to pick it up. I just kind of stopped getting the text messages that they normally send me. I was like, huh, what's wrong with that? I thought, okay, maybe they've just decided to not send me messages. And then nope, I go to pick up another med, and I'm like, oh, and I have like 2 other meds, and they're like, yeah, those are in storage. And I'm like, what do you mean they're in storage? I was like, okay, well, can you get them out of storage? And they were like, yeah, it'll be a couple days, we can do that. And that's like, I only got 1. So I don't know why that is. And yeah, no, now I'm on like a third of my dose, and I feel pretty good. I still have mild panic attacks, but I don't know how to describe it. I feel better having mild anxiety. I don't, it's like it's weird, it's hard to describe, but I didn't like how I felt on the full dosage. I felt manic a lot. I just felt weird, and I feel very calm now, and most of the time it's calm. The rest of the time it's having a panic attack, but I missed having emotions, you know? I missed feeling things that weren't happy. I missed having to work to regulate my emotions, and oh yeah, this is not the Misthaven, this is not the Wildwood palette, by the way, the inner corner. This is actually a Depotted Makeup Revolution shade that I'm just using real quick as an inner corner highlight. The rest of it is, so I'll link the rest of it below, but also if you have like any ABH Subculture dupe, you'll have a shade similar to this. So I dupe for the shade Electric from that palette, so, or if you have that palette. And you have the Yucca palette. If you have the Subculture in the Yucca palette, you can recreate this look very easily as well. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I just like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling creative. And I felt like I didn't have like human emotion when I was on them. Like I was only happy, and then like I went off of them and a lot of people were like, oh, you're different. I was like, but I'm me. I've always told you guys I'm not normally this happy. I don't know why. And I don't know, I was tired of it. And maybe people will like me more if I'm on it, but like on them, but I don't know if I care. Because I stand by, you have to be kind of mentally unwell to write the things that I write. And when I was like on my meds, I wasn't in the headspace where I could write the things I write. I write tragedies. Even my romances are tragedies. They're tragic romances. And I felt like I couldn't completely, like I couldn't hone in on my craft. I couldn't dedicate myself to my craft like on those meds. And I don't know if any other creatives have this. I'm not saying to go off of your meds. I'm just saying that I did not feel like me on those meds, and I'd gone up a few times on them, and I was like, because I was still having the anxiety, and maybe a part of me is that anxiety. Like I write, the stuff I write it's sad, it's emotional, it has feelings. It's something a computer couldn't replicate, and I'm very proud of that fact. I'm very proud of, I write something only a human can feel. I don't write stuff that could be like a robot could feel this. No, that's, I don't know. That's part of why I hate ChatGPT. Don't get me started on like AI and how I think it's gonna make America, like not even America, just modern society dumb. Like, no, it's just gonna make you dumb. You're not gonna learn how to write. You're not gonna learn how to do math. You're not gonna learn how to do any of this stuff. The only time I like enjoy using a calculator is when I'm doing stuff with my till at work and I actually need to like be on point. Otherwise, it's like, oh, I'm off a few cents. That's fine. It's a thing though. It's definitely a thing. Yeah, no, I love that. That's like my new favorite thing. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah. But I don't know. I will say I've been thinking about going to Night Crew, and then I associated with like half of the Night Crew people. They are horrible. I hate Night Crew. They are bitches, man. Like some of them are just bitches. It's like, this is why this red, like, what the? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't like them. This has been such a chaotic get ready with me. I'm not even gonna apologize. This is authentically me, you know? And I don't feel like apologizing for that. Look at this blush, this top one. I've been using it like every day for like 2 months now. And like it was pretty much unused. It's like flown by. Oh, if you have a problem with pigmentation, just like take your brush upside down and like tap it. I'm doing it like on my desk right now, if you can't tell. And then it like helps to like, disperse better. And I like a lot of blush. I mean, that's like a lot, but I like for you to be able to like see, oh yeah, she's wearing blush. I don't care if it's like blush is no longer in vogue. I like having makeup. I like for you to be able to see that I'm wearing makeup. That, and I think this is like just too loosely pressed now, like at the end. Like, you know how like sometimes blushes get like that? It's gotten down there, and so it's like kicking up so much. So it's giving me a lot of blush, and it's like, I should not be going through this much blush, but I am. It's insane. I will say though, this is definitely expired, so. Oh well. Do as I say, not as I do. I love, like, all my makeup is expired. Unless it's still available, it's expired. That is my new motto. Unless it's available, it's expired. Remember that, dear children. I don't know why I called y'all dear children. You are not dear children. A lot of you are actually a lot older than me. Apparently, I like appeal to like 20-year-olds. Yeah, I'm 17. I don't know why some people think I'm not 17, but I'm 17. I also have like Franken, like 90% of my products like all together. The bronzer I used is a Franken. This highlighter is a Franken. I just kind of been doing like BYOP content lately, like not content, but like that's pretty much all I've been using lately is like a BYOP. And I'm thinking like anything that's like discontinued, I can like turn into a DYOP or like depot into, who knows, who knows, who knows, who knows. I might actually never come back. I could just be like spurting up from like the depths of oblivion for like 5 seconds and being like, hey, I'm here. And then I vanish again and y'all don't see me until like February. That's what I'm doing on my writing channel. Not my channel, on like my writing account on Instagram, not the founder of Rome. I am kind of on like a social media pause for the next little bit. Like I have content scheduled out, but I'm not in comment sections, and I was not going to be making content, but then I was like, yeah, I feel inspired today, so I made content, and it was fun, and I did like it. It's probably gonna be the content for like the next hot moment though. This content, I miss like, I never even had old YouTube. For me, old YouTube was like height of the beauty community, so I don't miss that. I just kind of miss like, let's chill out, let's talk. I am lonely. Are you lonely? Cool, let's be lonely together. Let's be real here, a lot of the people who are on YouTube, like, we're all just kind of lonely souls. Like, I'm chilling out on YouTube all the time, and just like, I don't feel like being alive today. So I'm going to be on YouTube instead and just kind of watching people, and like not even mentally, like physically. Like I have 2 chronic illnesses. I'm getting exploratory surgery for endometriosis, see if I have a third. There are days my body literally just kind of feels like it wants to be dead. Like, that's not meant to be like suicidal or gruesome. It's just like a fact. Like, my body just kind of doesn't like to work. So, where did I put my lip gloss? Here it is. Like, that might sound really gruesome, and y'all might be like, Kai, go back on your meds. Like, it's literally not a mental thing though, it's a physical thing. Sometimes my body does not feel like it wants to be there. Like, mentally, if I could like switch bodies, oh frick yeah, let's do that. I would be unstoppable though if I was not like disabled. That's why God gave me a chronic joint condition. Well, God was like, you would just like burn yourself out if you did not have a body that will literally break down if you know, I were to like do everything I wanted to do. My body would be like, no, stop that. So yeah, however, I do honest to God believe he made me Ace and Aro because he was just like, you know what, I want you to like focus your life on charity work, you know, Apostle Pauling it. I know he wasn't like charity, he was more like building the church. He was more priestly. That's always a joke. born to be a nun, cursed with not being Catholic, because I'm Lutheran, and I actually really like Lutheran ideology. So, I'm not saying it sucks, but it kind of does suck. I mean, I believe that, like, if you cursed, if you are not a virgin, if you drink, if you just genuinely are a good person, but maybe you, like, you know, don't follow all the 10 commandments, or I'm really just yapping at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I believe if you're a good person, you will go to heaven. And that was literally the point of Christ's sacrifice. Like, that's, I believe Christ was a savior. Why are we not accepting his sacrifice? Like, no, I have a gripe with most modern Christianity because I'm like, you are an asshole and you're using my religion to excuse it. And I don't condone that. No. Yeah, they're gay. What does that matter? Literally, what the fuck does that matter? But whatever. Okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Be safe. Be all the things. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably just yap. And bye. I'm thinking that's gonna be my new channel thing, just like yap.